Hello, everybody. This is Steph Morrison from the Canadian Schoolhouse, and we are here with a little, what do we call this, Christine? Like a professional development
Professional
day. What's
Day for
what's that
Parents.
feel
Yeah, we're calling it
like? Right,
Professional Day for Parents.
right. So kind of about just as a
Professional
parent,
Development Day. Sorry. It's a long
just as a,
comment. There we go. Let me put it up. There we go.
oh,
Professional Development
there we
Days for
go. That's
Parents.
the way we remember it. Right, because
It's
as
helpful.
parents, we should have this personal and professional development, right? But as far as
Yes.
what we do for our kids, and I mean, really, the educating our children is really what we're doing for raising them, right? So, but anyway, and all this, and of course, you're kind of playing on that word a little, about how they have PD days, right? Professional development
Yes.
days within school. So
Yes.
we need them too. We need them just
Yep.
to rejuvenate and get new ideas, maybe for how we're actually teaching our kids, but just overall, we need that in so many different ways. Um, so Christine, why don't I know you've got that sheet open, and I don't have it open. Our notes for today. So go through it. So you tell us what we've got there to share for our first thing.
Well, so you want to, look for resources, not just for your kids, but for yourself, like, and how you can be encouraged as a parent teacher, because that's a dual role that you're doing at the same time. So it's not like you put on your parent hat at one point and then you put on your teacher hat. You're doing it at the same time, so that's a unique
Mhm.
job, and it is a job because you work very hard. Can I get an amen
Yeah,
for that? So
amen.
you need to treat it as such, like a job that requires training and learning about how to do what you do better. And so
Hmm.
we teach our kids to always be learning and always be looking for new things that they can improve on themselves. So we should set the example as well. So what we've got, we've got some courses that are on schoolhouseteachers.com, that are just for parents. And do we want to show that now, and then I'll come back to the list? Yeah.
Sure. Let me pop on, and I'm just gonna show my or share my screen here.
Let me just take that off so we can see the screen a little bit better.
All right, how's that look for you, Christine? Does it look like I'm sharing it right? I've got just for
It's up.
parents.
Yep, there we go. And then let me just put it full screen so we can see a little bit better.
Huh. So this is schoolhouseteachers.com. If you're not a Schoolhouse Teachers member, this is part of the members area, but especially for you that are Schoolhouse Teachers members, this is a great resource because what I really love about Schoolhouse Teachers. Now, Schoolhouse Teachers is a company, a curriculum, an online curriculum company that is part of the old Schoolhouse, which is the Canadian Schoolhouse is part of the old Schoolhouse. So we're all part of this happy family. So granted, I could be a little bit biased about how great it is, but actually really just with my mom hat on, I really like Schoolhouse Teachers. It's got just the way I go and get courses for the kids, and sometimes I'll let the boys look around in there and find what's interesting. There's just so many different electives, let's say. So all the core stuff, the math, and the English, like language arts, grammar, spell, all that stuff is here, but there's tons of extras. And part of those extras is the Just for Parents section. So I'm just going to scroll down a little bit here and let you see what's here. And I'm just going to talk. You can read them as I'm going along, but I'm just going to talk about a couple of these. And as a mom, I haven't utilized these near as much as I would like to say that I have. And isn't it the way we're kind of just, we have great ideas for developing, getting better, like as you said, Christine, to get better at what we do. And that's not
Exactly.
because we're not doing the parenting, or we're not doing the educating our kids right. It's just that everything we should do, we can get better in, right? God gives us that,
Yes.
equips us to just get a little better. It's not that we're doing it wrong now, it's just we can improve. So these are just all the different choruses, we just had our a retreat last week, a virtual family retreat, and it was just we went on screen for a couple hours from Tuesday to Friday, and we just shared lots of stuff that hopefully just is strengthening and rejuvenating to the family. And I know I took a couple of courses from here. We'll see if I remember it when I grabbed it through here. But this was just one of the areas that immediately thought, we've got great resources in this section of the site that is really just for parents. So about marriage and about parenting the early years. You saw some stuff with Charlotte Mason and we got some stuff here, special needs. So this isn't really, it's about how are you doing that as a mom, right? This month's menu, I like this section. The recipes, so I guess it has 365 recipes in there, but it's all broken down into every month of the year, or every month, and then every day has a different recipe. And I've definitely gone there myself a few times. Understanding sensory processing, like there's Whole Foods Cooking with Sue Gregg. I remember I've looked at that before. I think I saw that on a Schoolhouse Teachers thing we had, probably one of the regular emails that goes out. Anyway, my little mental note. I gotta check that
Go back to that.
Yeah. So you can see here we also have unit studies for parents. Have you ever checked out any of these in here, Christine? Any of the Just for
No,
Parents
I
stuff?
have been meaning to for the last 2 years, but you get when you're looking for your kids, you get so excited because there's so many for your kids, and
Mm-hmm.
so you get lost in looking at we could try this, and we could try that,
Yeah.
and I totally don't even get to the parents section. But it's been on my mind to
Uh-huh.
go check it out.
And so we also have this other section, kind of similar to what the but just for parents is. How this is so it's laid down. This section is actually really laid out just as if you went into any subject. So if you went into a subject about math, right? You would get it's laid out like this. Usually it starts off with a line of everything in math, and then you can narrow it down to unit studies, and then you can narrow it down to different age groups. So this is a little bit how this page is. Now if we go, I just clicked the same thing again. I meant to go to the parent ebook library. Let me try that one again. So in the parent ebook library, this is laid out a little bit differently, and they're strictly just ebooks, where the other ones are set up a little bit more as courses to just go through. Sometimes they're lessons, sometimes it is just one PDF that you go through, sometimes it's video series that you go through, just all different kinds of media that's used in here. And in so that's in all the courses, but just for parents section as well. So here is the parent ebook library, and this is again just filled with lots of different ebooks. And one thing that's great about a membership, so you get all your kids' curriculum, but a lot of these are actually available in the Old Schoolhouse store, and most of them at a cost. Now that's a great place to check out the Old Schoolhouse store, because there's quite a bit of free stuff in there as well, free ebooks. But these are just all ebooks that again, some of them are a little bit about learning about homeschooling, learning about, this one here talking about classical education, the value of homeschool conventions, right? It's still a lot about just you as a mom. This is one we gave away during the retreat there. And I think you might even have a screen up. I think we were going to mention about the retreat too, because if you want to go there, we've actually got all the recordings and the ebook, the digital giveaways we had for each day is all still on that same page that you would have gone to sign up on, which is virtualfamilyretreat.com. So that's a great place. You can get this.
I put the link in the comments.
Oh, great. Thank you. So you can go and check out, you'll be able to get this devotional right through the link we provide on that page. So just all these different books, right, that you can I like this one here. It reminds me of the way, I don't think it's actually the leapfrogs, but I say that's how my kids learn to read. They watched the little, what are they, like 20 minutes of leapfrogs. And I swear I did a little bit of a course with them, but they pretty much really had it down pat just by watching those. And so here we've got some stuff: home and garden, finances, our public schools and options. So that's just a little bit more, making that decision, what works best for your family, and why a lot of us homeschoolers are not want a better quality education. And that's really what it's about. I'm not going to do any bashing of any kind of school system, public or private, because really it doesn't even matter if you pay, your thousands or whatever of a tuition in a private school. Your child is still going to get a better education, better quality, because it's customized right to them when you're doing it as a parent. And I just love kind of sharing that point, because it's not something that I really even thought of myself. I had a lot of doubt in the first few years of actually really doing homeschooling with my kids, really taking on that educational role and guiding them in learning, because I felt a little guilty that, like, they're not getting a great education. They're not, I was comparing, and the problem was I was comparing it right to what that public education is. And now I'm a little bit wiser and realize I realize more and more what any public education system is lacking. And these ebooks, so these ebooks here can maybe give you a little bit more insight into that. And then here we've just got a few random books. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I will also
so much
say
information.
Yeah. And as I think you said that about just that overwhelming amount that we even have for our kids on there. And it can get overwhelming to the point where it's like, you feel like this is just too much to even use as an online curriculum site. And it's not for everybody, right? We've got tons of curriculum options as a parent, but I really wish I'd known about Schoolhouse Teachers years ago, because it's so much more my style, and just how you can grab something from like just as an elective thing, right? Or right now I'm doing, and I've talked about this a few times publicly, like on these lives, and I talked about it during the retreat, how I'm doing division with my 10-year-old, and doing the long division. And it is just not something, some stuff he picks up like so quickly, but long division, he is just dragging his feet, but I guess it's more dragging his brain, because that long division is hard. So I know, though, even though he's taking a fourth grade math right now in there, I know I can go on to Schoolhouse Teachers and find supplementary long division stuff. I just know I can go somewhere there and find even more sheets. Actually, I can go, I don't even have to go to Schoolhouse Teachers either. Like I can go, there's tons of places you can get stuff like free like that anywhere online. I just love that Schoolhouse Teachers has so much of that, so I just have one website to go to instead of searching everywhere.
Exactly. And I mean, you can just, if you want to just look at grade 4 stuff, you can click on just grade 4 stuff and pull up all your options, and and they have boxes now that you can get. So you don't want to think about it, let Schoolhouse Teachers pick it for you, and everything is all together organized, and you have less work to do.
Yeah. And those curriculum boxes, as Christine mentioned, that they're boxes. I mean, they're not literal
they're
boxes.
Not actual boxes.
School boxes, though, because it's pretty much, you just go to that grade and there is everything, and their courses
all the links and everything.
across the site. Yeah, but it's just, it's already done for you, because sometimes that seems like, especially if you're transitioning from public school, that's a really great way to just get, and then you can expand from there. And I don't know too many homeschoolers that are so strict on just watching that, just doing that one curriculum, and they do that and nothing else, right? They're always expanding. Even the ones that are very, I know several that are very formal still, like they like a curriculum, and they even get the, they actually get, books, text, like shipped for the year, right? So they have everything they need for all their subjects for 1 year, and they get it shipped to them, and they, you know, pull it out as they need it, and their children progress through. So a very formal way, especially compared to the way I do it, which is much more like, oh yeah, let's just skip on to 7th grade math, or, you know, oh yeah, I don't, you know, we don't need to cover this part. You got this, you got, you know, and it's not so much of ignoring that part, but it's just like, you got this, like, you
Yeah.
understand this.
Yeah.
Unlike
Yeah. My
long
kids
division
like
right
that
now
part.
is, yeah, we don't
Oh, we
need to
can skip
linger
it
on
now.
something. Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm. But we've got that nice option to like expand on something, especially when our kids aren't getting it. And I think that's one of the things that customized education, kids don't. Kids, adults, we don't all learn the same way and at the same speed, right? So that's just the great thing about doing it for your kids, doing the, you know,
Yes.
getting their curriculum for them,
Yeah.
because it's done at their speed, right? Hmm. I think we've got something else there, right, Christine? What else do we have that's
So I put the freebies while you were talking uh from the old schoolhouse store in the comments. So you can check those out. And then we have the conference, the Canadian Online Homeschool Conference.
hmm Oh yes, right, the conference there. I love this little
Yeah.
and yeah, we have got so many international, and I knew that before, but I was just at a marketing meeting, and she shared that. She shared actually that Philippines is actually the next country down from the United States, and I actually think the Philippines might have more users on Schoolhouse Teachers than even Canada.
Wow. That's so cool.
Um, we're going to change that though, right? See if we can get more Canadians and to know about it. Again, it may not be for you, it may not be for your family, but it's really something great to throw out there. So thanks, Monja, for that comment there. Coming all the way from,
Namibia.
yes, thank you, Africa. That's great. So let's, here's another comment here. I'll just show this one. The Schoolhouse Teachers boxes are such a great product, and they were just brought out last year.
Last
I
year,
believe,
yeah.
I think, well, it might be about a year now. I feel like it was the later part of the year. I feel like as it got into September, and especially seeing the great increase that we saw in parents homeschooling, certainly got the Schoolhouse Teachers crew on like, yeah, we need to be a full curriculum site. And they were really just a few courses away from that. So they just had to get a few of those, you know, common core courses for every grade, right? Every student, every grade. And the other great thing is you pay one membership price, and that is for your whole
Yep.
family. You know, it's, you know, as we just showed today, the parents resources on there. I mean, I'd almost pay the membership fee
Just for that.
just
Yeah.
for that parent stuff. And the video stuff, there's actually access to World Book Online. And I did kind of want to show that little part as well, but then I just stuck with the, I don't want that information overload, is sometimes
Yeah.
I got to remember about that, like not too much information. But World Book Online, you get access to with the Schoolhouse Teachers membership, and that's kind of cool. We haven't spent as much time in there, but there's every grade. You know, you got a little preschool area and elementary, and then high school, and really like high school adults, right? So even to go on there and research something yourself and learn about something yourself, like we could do that as parents and go onto World Book
Yeah, my
and
kids like
see
World
that.
Book stuff as well. All the content on there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll show about the conference on there. And you can, yeah, show that. So this is a Canadian Online Homeschool Conference and the Canadian Schoolhouse. And actually we shared Schoolhouse Teachers. We offered a year-long membership as a giveaway for that conference as well. And I did a little walkthrough video that showed what Schoolhouse Teachers was. And so we were part of that last year, and we're going to do that same thing. We're going to be part of that this year, and maybe do something similar, and I'll be on there doing a speaker presentation. But this conference, I just want to share a little bit about it. You can go on this site here, the CanadianHomeschoolConference.com, and sign up for the emails there. It's not quite ready to actually have to register to as an attendee yet, and I'm almost sure she's going to do this because she does it's going to be free, so you can see everything free live. So as the conference goes from February 8th to the 12th, 2022, you'll be able to go and see everything live. And then she does, as she puts it all together afterwards, there is a little bit of a fee, and it's not even very much. I think it might be $20 or something like that. That you can just have access to all that, those speaker talks, and the vendor hall, and the vendor hall might be available at any time as well, but you can get all that, and a lot of parent stuff. Now, this conference I love because there's even little kids sections there, like kids, teenagers, just to help them, you would actually want your kids to go to. You would have your kids watch these talks that are put on, and there are like over 50 talks. I know we've got somebody, I was chatting with her on Facebook about what she's doing, and it's about essay writing. And I can't remember her name exactly. Teresa is her first name. But anyway, you'll see her on there as well on the conference website eventually. So go and check this out. Again, lots for everything to do with homeschooling, but really especially for parents to just get knowledgeable about, any topic under the sun about educating your kids. It's going to be there. Even about like raising a family, and different, different concepts, and different things you can learn about that. Just that whole parent-led education conference. And of course, it's all online. This has been done 5 or 6 years now, so it's always been done online, because there is a little bit of a barrier. Live conferences are great when you can go to them. Obviously, the last couple of years has been the live in-person ones haven't been happening, but this one has always been virtual, just so that you can really, there's not that barrier of travel and taking time off, from whatever your home life is to go to it, and all that kind of stuff. So great conference to go to. And you can also actually, for that conference too, you can go back and you can get last year. So I say that conference is coming up, and there's a little bit of a fee to get all the recordings and everything, but so you could actually get last year's. You can go on their site and get last year's, and be able to have access to that, and lots and lots of learning.
I dropped the link in the comments there. So
good, thank you. All right, so anything else come to mind that we can share with parents about what we can do? I know outside of homeschooling, there is, the educating part of your kids. There's so much with raising, and actually just so much on a personal level that you want to renew yourself with. I definitely, the renewing yourself in God's word, and that has like been a blessing to me. Even especially with last week, was very busy having that retreat. Both Christine and I work from home, and we're used to working from home, but for the most part, we can kind of do our work at any time during the day, whenever it fits in, right? This was, I don't know, was this hard for you to, like 11 to 2 every day was very devoted to being online, and then still trying to do a little bit of work outside of that.
Yeah, exactly. It was an adjustment, but it was so worth it. I mean, I was so blessed through it and refreshed. And see, these are the things that you go to. You go to things where you can learn about resources and stuff like that too, but you also need to refresh your soul, because you lose your soul, you lose everything. So
yes, exactly. And you yeah, what's that, and you said it for your kids, but in that pillar talk you did, what was it, on Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday, maybe, right? Wednesday. And as parents in homeschooling, that we get to choose how we fill their cup, right? How we fill them up, right? But even as parents, right, we need that too.
Yes.
Our kids are going to be filled with something, and that's the same. We're going to be filled with something, and we need to actually be very intentional about what we fill ourselves with. Yeah, otherwise it can.
Yep, you can't pour from
I hope
an
we've all
empty
experienced that. I know I have, but that's right. We need to be filled up with good stuff, though, not the bad stuff. Filled up with all. So there's that retreat website again. Again, you can go there. Everything's free on there. You can watch the videos and get the resources mhm. And I think that is pretty much it for us, Christine. So
Yes, we have covered everything. So
we've
that
covered
we had
everything
on
on our
our list.
plan. Woo, great.
But it's yeah,
All
it's
right. So we've got
to
let
just
you know.
oh
Sorry,
we're
you go on.
it's just important to just know that you need to, just look for things to better to and to give a better education to your kids. So always
Yeah.
always learning. I think that's your motto in your homeschool. Just always open to
Yeah.
learning, right?
Yeah.
So
Always be learning. That's
and
it.
that's
For
all
me, for
that
me
means
myself,
parents
and for the
too.
kids.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, always lots to learn. What was that? Oh, so next 2 weeks. So we do these bi-weekly. We do them every other week. What do we got on for the next 2 weeks? Do you know that?
We are introducing our theme for the month of December. Can't believe
Oh,
we're in December. So
I
our theme
know.
coming up is homemaking and living for Christ, and that sort of kind of ties
Mhm.
in. I was thinking as we were talking today, it sort of ties in with all of this professional development.
Yeah.
Um, you we need to look at all of that too, like how we are raising our kids, how we're uh,
Mhm.
maintaining our household, uh, and all doing all that to honor God. So
Mhm.
it's a big task, but it is doable, and so we're going to be
Mhm.
encouraging you in that direction come December. So keep your eyes peeled for content coming soon. I can't believe
Mhm.
I know I said this already, but it's like next week. The
I know.
year is almost.
Well, and you had that wonderful experience of moving almost right before we did our retreat, right? It was the week before, wasn't it? You just moved the
Yeah,
week before. And then there was that retreat that was very busy as
yeah.
well as you're trying to settle in your home. So yeah, you just took it all on there. That was being superwoman for sure.
I'm
Mhm.
trying, but I know I can't be. So it's my motto, my life motto is one day at a time, and
Mhm.
you
Then
do what you can, and God will take care of the rest.
that is for sure. All right. Well, thank you all for watching today, for watching the recording, and we will see you in another 2 weeks. Bye for now.
Bye.